I'll wait till you all come in. Not that anyone will be getting notifications because we know how YouTube works. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I'll have a few sips and see who comes in. I'm going to get something out of my system first before I talk about what I've been watching. Which I'll just... Hi! See, it says no viewers and there's 2 viewers. Oh, now there's 7 viewers. And I said 7. I said today 7's following me around. There's 7 viewers. Hi! So excited, JP, and I know you know I know what I'm going to say. But my day. Well, it's not on my days, we know this, but it's like, haha! So I'll just wait a couple of more minutes. I'll see if anyone else comes into actual chat. It says the 7. I'm Fee saying hi. Tom. One Hot Min, JP, William Cuthbert, and anyone else who's lurking, watching, or about to come in. Because, oh my God, I've been sat listening to a few things. You know, I've been like I said before, I've been making a little birthday card for one of my friend's daughter, and I was putting together a little notebook, listening, you know, in the background to stuff. I came across a channel, which I'll talk about at the end of this because I need to get this out first because it's all linked. It's all linking the dots. Thank you. I'm good. And if there's any new people, hello. But I'm just, oh my God, so excited. I don't know if the title says it because I put the title in and I don't know if the title's gone up, but I'm talking about the awakening to flat earth and everything else because it's all connected, it's all the same. But I've spoke about my awakening before. Everybody's awakening can be different. No one can say it's right or wrong. But I've been saying the energy this week, I think, has been fantastic. Loads of good things going on, meeting loads of nice people, and things are just dropping like it's hard. Dropping like it's hard. Loads of things are dropping. Santa Claus of the United States, Trump, and everything. I mean, all connecting. Do you think like one of the biggest, well, we know this, deceits ever is, you know, the globe? Because Trump's even tweeting now, and if for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna go through it right now because it's just amazeballs. I've talked on here about the Aurora Borealis. That's why I'm wearing green today. The Aurora Borealis, heart energy, centre, going back to Hyperborea, the ascension high, which I see as we're waking up. A lot of people think we're going somewhere. I'm not sure about that. I think it's waking up, maybe, but we're waking up, whatever, we're waking up. Some faster than others, but, you know, we're waking. And the channel was talking about that I was watching before. Jack's going mad in the background. But I just want to show you a few things. Well, have you seen the light body activation? Yes, I have seen the light body activation. I've got sparkly hands. I've showed it on my channel before when everyone thought it was mad. It's actually doing it now. You know, when you go like this, people go, it's sweating. It's like, no, it's not. But I have been in the sun. Let me see if... People who don't know, and anyone new to the channel is going to think, what is she doing? But I'm going to try and show it. I can never, ever get it on here properly. Probably won't be able to do it. Not sure. See it a bit. Can't get the camera right. There it is. See it? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. I do wonder. So just saying, I know all about that. You know, I've done a lot of digging on a lot of different things. But, yeah, you see it. See, normally you don't see it. But I was sat in the garden today like, and it was on my legs. And I was like, well, how? Yes, I have got a magnifying app. I've got one because... If any of you don't know, you might watch her. I do watch T Taylor, and I've got to catch up on some of the channel. And she said she had an app, and I wonder if it'll do it on here. Will it show it on here? I don't know. And people who don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. Hi. It doesn't matter. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. Let me see. Right, I've got this one. Does this actually... I don't know if it will show on camera. I'm not quite sure. Oh, but anyway, this probably won't focus. There we go. See the dark bits as well? It's not sweat, folks. It looks like glitter. Glitter. It's not sweat. People who know, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't have to awaken anyone to it. You know, if you know what's going on, we know what's going on. Let me get that app off. Yeah, it's very cool. I've had it for quite a while. I'm in bed on my phone going, oh my god, and it moves and it's here and it's, yeah, getting a bit more. Oh, you will die 80 years. Well, you know what, Santa is following you. Is he? I don't know, but I do know Santa Claus of the United States. Are you ready for this? Right, we're talking about flat earth. Some people think we're crazy. I don't really care. I'm not in fear of talking. So I first had it in 2014. Hey, when you become awake, you see, don't you? So I know people have had it, but I've got to shout this out because I'm so excited. Right. Hang on, let me get off. I can't even get off this app now. Oh my god, it's not letting me go. What? No. Yes? No. Oh yeah. Right. Oh, right. It's because I'm so excited I don't know what I'm doing. Who has taken the kettle? Hey, Sleeping Warrior, you really need to pump the trump out. Pump the trump out about flat earth, because are you ready for this? Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. This only works on a flat earth map. Let's go over to Twitters. Let's go over to Twitters. And there's JP on Twitters. Let's get over to Twitters. What has Donald J. Trump been tweeting about? Hang on a minute. I'm so excited. I've got a couple of things to show you. Anyway. Right, just let me get it on WhatsApp and then I'll go over to... So excited. So excited. I get really giddy. Right. There's 3 things here. 1, Trump tweet. Are we ready? Are we ready? The real trade war began 30 years ago. We lost. This is a bright new age, an age of enlightenment. Oh, haven't we been talking about enlightenment? Oh, we sure have. And that is highlighted. We don't lose anymore. So that's one of them. The Daily Mail. Princess Diana's death was not an accident. You don't say. And 2 cars involved have never been traced. Say American couple who witnessed the smash, as they reveal they now fear for their lives. Oh, we'll have to watch this space on that story, won't we? Then we have the one big boom, boom, boom. Here is Trump. Now listen to this, people. If you're not into flat earth, it doesn't matter, but listen to this. Trump flew from Washington to Japan and stopped over to say hello to troops in Alaska. He stopped over in Alaska to say hi to troops, and I'm going to show you a film in a minute. Check flight paths on the globe, then flat map. So if any of you think it's rubbish, I can't show you this on here. I could have done, but I haven't had the time. Go and check the flight paths on a globe and then do it on a flat earth map. And that is from Washington. Trump flew from Washington to Japan and stopped over to say hello to the troops in Alaska. How did he do that? How did he do that? Let's go over to Twitter. And then I'll come in chat when I've got all this off my chest, because I'm just so excited. I just can't hide it. No. And I've got another song to chuck at you tonight. I haven't done the songs lately, so excited. Oh my god, Oh, what? Sorry, I'm messing around on my phone. I'm not looking what I'm doing. Right, where am I going? Twitter. Right, Twitter. So, let's find the video. Where is it? Right, I'm gonna have to go on mine because all of a sudden I can't find it. Hold on. Very interesting, Dolly. It is very interesting, and that's when I say, don't Take it from me, go and research those maps, if anyone who doesn't know. Right, Donald Trump in Alaska with our great troops, departing shortly for Japan. If he was departing shortly for Japan and he stopped off in Alaska, what map is he following? Let's have a look at the video.
We're in Alaska, on our way to Japan. Our great military, these are great future leaders, right? And they're going to be famous after this. But we just got off the plane. I want to say hello and tremendous people. So thank you.
I'll play it again, but what it actually says is, hang on a minute.
On our way to Japan.
Oh, it said something about flat Earth. Hang on. Let me find it. There's something like a flat Earth view. Yeah, my dad's on. Washington to Japan via Alaska is nearly a straight line on the flat Earth map, so you can go and research that yourself. So, interesting, isn't it? Sound like Yoda now. Let me see if I can find it. And there's another something. There's just loads, absolutely loads. Let me see, where is that? Not that one. Imagine. Humour me, if we were to describe me to someone just based on what you have imagined, what do I look like? Imagine all the people. JFK Jr. I don't know. Right. Oh yeah, it says, that clip I've just shown you, which I'm going to show you again, says, flat Earth view at 40,000 feet. Do you remember the Q drop? 40,000 feet? What was that? Past proves the future. We got told that, didn't we? 40,000 feet. Look at seconds 2, 3, 4. Oh, I haven't even looked at seconds 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, it must be that. Real Donald Trump, Melania Trump, Secret Service, Alaska. It says flat Earth. Let's go there again. I think it's when they're flying over. You got a view. So.
Off the plane, I wanted to. We're in Alaska, on our way to Japan. With our great military, these are great future leaders, right? And they're going to all be famous after this. But we just got off the plane. I wanted to say hello. And we're in Alaska, on our way to Japan. But with our great military, these are great, right? And they're going to all be famous after this. But we just got off the plane.
Is it Kanda? I'm going to talk about in a minute, when I've got all this off my chest and little things to show you, how my awakening started. Most people have heard it, but I'm going to go into it again on the point that I'm at now, because it has changed. We all change. So that's what I'm coming on to talk about. So that was that, folks. Also, there's just loads out there. So if none of you are into QAnon, it doesn't matter. But Q is part of the flat Earth movement as well. Because the one biggest deceit of deceits of all deceits, which there's many deceits, is the globe. And joining the dots, everything goes back to flat Earth, and it's a spiritual thing as well, which I'll talk about in a minute before I talk about my awakening. Trump went off on a CNN report for asking a dumb question. Go to, well, just let me see if I've made, there's something else I want to show you. Listen very carefully. This is not recent, but listen very carefully. Say what? You ready? Right. This is on Santa Claus of the United States on Twitter.
The fact is I have George and Carolyn, but I also...
He's got who?
The fact is I have George and Carolyn, but I also have George and Carolyn, and I have my little... She does. The fact is I have George and Carolyn, but I also have George and Carolyn, and I have my little... She does. The fact is I have George and Carolyn, but I also have George and...
So he's got Carolyn who? And he's got George who? Who had a magazine called George. Think it could be. Is it the John? Did he really die? They're talking about Princess Diana. JFK Jr. knew Princess Diana, had met Princess Diana. Join the dots, folks. Bingo, exactly. So, want to be talking about fireworks going off on Independence Day. I wonder what fireworks those could be. As well as fireworks, if you get what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm from the USA, please don't hold that against me. Oh no, a lot of people in my chat are from the USA. JP's from the USA. Who else is from USA? I can't remember. I have a lot of my chat that come in now and after are from the USA. A lot of people are from the USA because a lot of us are on the Q. Well, most of us in my chat are on the QAnon Trump supporters. We know what Q's all about, and I'm going to go into that after I've done a few shout outs of what Q's brought us to as well. So, hang on a minute. Ba-da-bam-bam-bam. So, I don't know. I think there was something else. I'm probably going to miss a load of stuff here till I get in. Oh, thank you. I'm a Mancunian. Right. What's that? Where's me? What? Oh, Revel, by the way. I don't know if he's in. Hi, 007. You're from Atlantis, I know. Yeah. I don't know if he's in, but he's done a song, music put together for Tommy Robinson. Oh, here's the lovely. Oh my God, I can't say your name. Parthas. I've got dyslexia, so the guy who's coming with a P, something V, who's saying hi, is the guy's channel I'm just about to shout out. Lovely man from India, and I've just been checking some of your English videos out. He has got, if you go to his channel, if you're into the Enlightenment, and we're going to talk about Heart Centre, that's why I've got green on, Aurora Borealis. He follows Flat Earth Paradise as well. Like we say, we take snippets of different things. J Dreamers follows that channel, even though he's on the same mindset as me. I love J Dreamers, but what he said about the plasma event, I was not into, because I don't think it's a bad thing at all. So big shout out to, I'll call you P. Big shout out to P, because I'm just about to shout your channel out. Yeah, I'm really rubbish at reading, so sorry about that, but I'm about to show a bit of your channel if you don't mind, and then hopefully people will go over. And if you check his channel in his channel, you will see there is a couple of English videos, because they're not all English because he's from India, but it was brilliant. So that there today, just let me check if I've got anything on. Yeah, so Revel's just done a music video thing of Tommy Robinson. Now I know there's a lot of people that are into Q, that are not into Q. It is basically boiling down to spirituality, even if you're not into the physical, because I know P isn't, but I'm going to put my spin on how I see Trump. And some people go, oh, it's politics. Well, yeah, but I'm not into politics. It's behind the green curtain of the Wizard of Oz about what's really going on, and that's why I sit and watch both sides. So I'm observing, learning the spiritual thing, but observing that now as well, and I've slowed down a bit with it, but I know it's a good thing coming in. And Q has given me so much energy of down the rabbit holes, looking around like, oh my God, this is awful, and coming back up, but it's a mirror, and we all explain this different, but the people that I'm coming across, it's still the same thing, like the lovely Peas channel. So I may have lost something else I was speaking about, but like I said, we've got Donald Trump shouting out about the Age of Enlightenment and going over from like I just said, from Washington to go to Japan, but stopping off at Alaska to see the troops. You can only do that on a flat earth map. So 40,000 feet, people. What did JFK know? What does JFK Jr. know? So just putting that out there. And now I'm going to show the lovely Peas channel. That's what I'll call him at the minute, but I'll show you the name if you hope he doesn't mind me doing this way. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of what he was talking about. And then, like I said, if you're resonating, go over to the channel and resonate if you want to resonate. But the thing that popped up that I first caught my eye with his channel was the plasma event Pet Goat Road to Eden, because I've talked about Pet Goat before and what I saw it as, and then I'll go into my awakening for everyone who wants to hear that, any new people. I talked about this iGoat pet thing a few weeks back and put my spin on it of it isn't a bad thing. If you're in negative energy and are following mainstream media and negativity and are coming from hate, you will look at that video like, oh my God, it's really bad, the Antichrist is coming in. Because when I first saw it, when I was in fear, when I first started finding out things, thinking I'm really confused, I looked at it like, oh my God, the Antichrist is coming in. Let's move forward a couple of years, watch it again, and I'm like, because they all went on about Notre Dame, this, that and the other, blah, blah, oh, it's in the film. Some people are saying, oh, yeah, but who paid for it? Who put the money into it? If it's money, no, it doesn't mean that. A good or bad side could put it in. They've got to tell the truth in the law of one anyway, as I've said before. But when you actually look at it, I saw things. See, people will say different things. That's why we're a digital army getting it out on YouTube. And as a lovely P said, it's YouTube, not iTube. We're getting it out. Because of YouTube. We're using their things that they put against us, against them, getting truth out. We're connecting more, and everyone's making sense. You know, we couldn't do. People have been awake for a very long time. I understand this. I said it's not a race, but it's got getting out quicker because of YouTube. And that's why they're trying to censor people. So I saw in the one I was talking about a bit ago, when the church fell down, when the cathedral fell down, the mountain behind it, it was like a woman's private parts, because it is the female divine energy coming back. That's what it was. I said the Antichrist wasn't the Antichrist, it was us waking up, and that's what he said on his channel as well. And I didn't notice actually that you pointed out with the crown of thorns that was on supposedly Christ's head disappeared. To me, that symbolises us being freed from, well, mental imprisonment and stuff like that. When you actually go and look at it with new eyes, as 007 would say, looking at things with new eyes, you will see real lies. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at it again, and it was knocking down the pyramids, which were the pyramids what we were saying before for energy, but have they been blasting bad energy out, keeping us dumbed down? So maybe that's why they were getting destroyed. But you could plainly see he was waking up. That's us waking up, humanity waking up. Everyone says, oh, the Illuminati, because he's got a triangle on his head and an eye in it. No, enlightenment. Yeah, we said this before. I've been trying to point out this all about our perception of things. Yeah, that's what we were saying, 007. It's everyone's perception. So I see, if you're in negativity, you're going to see something totally different. If you're in positivity, if you're in positive vibration, because that's what it's all about, frequencies and vibrations, you're going to see something positive. But it is positive because we're going back to remembering. We're waking up. So I'm just going to play a little bit because I want you to check the channel out. So I was just catching up, and I'll catch up with this later with a brew in bed, and I'll be watching. This is the lovely channel. Sorry, I can't say your name. I don't know if it's Partha Sarathi. I don't know, but I'll get it in focus. And he's actually in chat, as you can see, so you can have a look. Nice green dress. Yeah, it's a green top representing the old, green heart, chakra, centre, whatever, the cross, the centre, heart centre. So, where we're from. So, just let me go over. So I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to play a little bit of you talking, and then people can go over, and I say resonate with it if you resonate. Right. And I liked how you handled the little trolls coming in your channel today. It's like, I don't want to know yours. I know my truth. Like I've said, I know mine. It might not fit everybody else's, but I know a lot of people are thinking on the same lines because we're all waking up. So let me find out where I want this to go.
Don't see it as they're all feet of Obama. Number 7.
This is about the plasma event, and it's funny how you said the number 7 in there again, because that number's been following me around. But I'm just going to try and find a little bit of a snippet, and then I'll come into chat and join in and everything.
Our consciousness, they're getting connected.
I think what I'll do is I'll show the end, because that's where it's the Christ. We say Christ consciousness. You know, everyone was scared. It's the thing. What do you call it? Christ. the Antichrist. It's not. It's us waking up. It's us waking up, you know. So let me just find it. You know, it's got all Shiva and all that because, like I said, every religion, and we're talking, and we know a lot of religions are fake. You know, they're not the true meaning of, like, when people say, Jesus, was Jesus real? Was it a man? Was it just an energy? Was it, you know what I mean? It's all this stuff. Every religion has that story in of the same thing, but it's a different name. Because it's all the same, because we are all one. We all come from the one source creator. We're all going back there. It is the same thing. So let me just find it. And if you haven't seen, let me check that I'm on the right one. The iGo, is it the iGo Pet? Is it this one?
Now see, this is the interesting part.
Let me check.
So artificial intelligence, all the artificial.
Yeah, I'm just finding it. So if you haven't seen PetGo, iPetGo is it? You need to go and see it and watch it. And if you haven't seen it for a bit, re-watch it again and watch properly, because it's interesting. Sometimes you don't see, they do it that quickly, you don't see. Like, I didn't notice that you said in there, when there was one little dancer, I think it's on this part, he was dancing and then he went like that and he turned into a phoenix. I said a few weeks ago, people might say it sounds batshit crazy because you should be looking at the sky and the ether of the waters above. What's up there is I saw a cloud that looked like, I took a picture of it, it looked like a phoenix. A massive phoenix. People think, what's she on her? You can make anything look like, no. And he turned into a phoenix because we're all rising. We're rising in consciousness. And also what was brilliant about what you said as well, which I'll show in a minute, just for a few minutes, and then people can go over and check your channel. I'd say subscribe if you resonate, is the bit where the Christ goes up. The people were in a square and you hit the nail on the head. As we know, I was talking about my art book, which is, just let me go and get it for the people who haven't seen this, because I talked about this. They were in squares. We all know squares are meant to be the sort of male dominant energy. Circles are meant to be the women, right? When it goes up and it hits back down, it turns into a circle, because we know the divine female energy is coming back. It's not man-hating. It's been a very, very male energy, man-made, made, if anyone gets what I'm saying, world that we live in. The divine feminine is coming back. Can't be stopped. It's coming back. So, remember when I got this art book? Why I was so interested in Art Nouveau, and this is one of the biggest pictures they sell in places like IKEA. You can get it, you know, like a cheap version of it, called The Kiss, but it's very long, and normally it's in a square, and I need to get this. And that's what it was. Art Nouveau. The man has the squares on, the woman has the circles on. This is what they took away, separated it from. Talked about this, talked about it. Square and compass makes a circle. Yeah, and that picture, Art Nouveau, apparently they said Art Nouveau was before Art Deco. Art Deco was very straight lined. Think of the man, you know, it's been very carbonified. And before that, it was Art Nouveau, which was more, I've shown the pictures before, I'll probably show it again. They were more curvy, they were more with the circles in. A lot of people said it was the artists of the time then took things out of their consciousness. Like he would draw, who is it who did the picture now? I can't think. He would draw his ladies, maybe with no clothes on or not ever, but he'd draw clothes over them and he'd do things out of his consciousness and change the hair so it was more like, how would you call it, more whimsical and stuff like that. Because art is what art is. It's not what universities tell you art is, and it has to be realistic. What is real? What is real? It comes out of the ether. So, just saying. I pet goat to see with new eyes, with green eyes. Yeah. I've got hazel eyes, but they've got bits of green in. So, just throwing that out there because I have talked about that before. So, I'm just going to show you Oh, Revel, your song was really good. I'll just give it a shout out. So check Revel's channel out for the Tommy Robinson thing. But I'm going to talk about that, the political side of things and all that for the people who are not into that, even though it's the same thing and it's a mirror. But I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm just going to show you your lovely channel of what you were saying. I hope you can see it.
All this consciousness. Okay?
Don't
So
forget.
damn excited, and finally
Hang on.
the important that the plasma event happen and everything all right. Finally, that is actually the message of this video. Actually, it is nothing to do with the
Here's the square
all
bit.
this Christ or anything like that. Make it very clear. Just looking at some other symbol, 8 symbol. So again, going back, like in an hourglass in the Prince of Persia games, you have this hourglass and all. So you're actually going back.
Squares.
So once the consciousness rises, all these structures and all these people,
Structure.
the corporates and world is in a
Art Deco was very structured. It was very lines, very square.
where everything has become so masculine, everything will be dissolved. See? It is not like this Antichrist is going to destroy people or anything. It's so clear. All these things are actually structures. And see, from his heart the plasma is coming. Everything is related to the plasma event or the nuclear event, which another friend of mine, Martin Kenny, keeps saying. It is nuclear, N-E-W-C-L-E-A-R, and not N-U-C-L-E-A-R. The boy is finally.
So I'll just show you the bit with the phoenix.
And his head is like in an egg shape. Why he is? Because obviously when the apocalypse happens, the memories are wiped out. Forget about the small details. Just see the important thing. See, he has become
Phoenix.
the phoenix. See, that is phoenix. Becomes a phoenix, the bird. Now the same thing is in Mad Max Fury Road movie, where our protagonist covered with a beak. Phoenix. And today actually I am making this video in Shravan Nakshatra. Shravan Nakshatra is nothing but the phoenix. Actually, it's the Garuda or eagle. On top of that, Vishnu is sitting. So Vishnu is us again. As I said, it's the soul. Okay. So all this dance is happening.
See that? See that?
Okay.
Hang on.
Shravan Nakshatra. Shravan Nakshatra is nothing but the phoenix. Actually, it's the Garuda or eagle. On top of that, Vishnu is sitting. So Vishnu is us again. As I said, it's the soul. Okay. So all this dance is.
See this, where Christ comes out of the I think it was the cathedral or whatever. That's the woman's being rebirthed. We're being rebirthed. We're waking up. We're being rebirthed. Just let me show this little bit.
Of consciousness. Okay. So damn and delighted, and finally he's free. That's what it is. Bye bye false religions. That was, I think, Neo, if you remember. I don't know if you get the time to watch this video.
Rebirth Awakening.
Bye bye false religions was also one of the. It was there in one of the codes. I don't remember which of the 10 codes had this bye bye false religions, but it had. And all the lilies or lotuses, they blew. And finally consciousness is face to face.
Waking up.
Out of inception, out of extraction, out of the energy matrix. And see, all the thorns go away.
Watch the thorns.
Everything disappears. These thorns go away. So the headache that I am having, of course, I'm having medicine since my childhood. I take a lot of medicine. Not, of course, for diabetes or.
But basically,
I take medicines for headaches.
You can go and check that video again. But on the lovely channel, and yes, he was in here. I think he's still in here. I will actually, when this downloads or uploads, whatever you call it, I will put his name in. That that unless anyone can put the link in the chat, you know I'm rubbish at doing stuff. I will put it in the description box because he was in my chat, because I told him that I was shouting him out today because I saw his channel, and basically it's like we said, it's the awakening. That's what the message of that is, the awakening. It's nothing to be feared because they want you in fear. You know, that's us being rebirthed and waking up. The thorns to me are like, that's a prison being taken off our mental state and way of thinking and stuff. The 49th gate of consciousness opens when you do astral dreaming. Yeah, and you also said about sun gazing, which I have got to do, and I'm actually going to go to bed earlier tonight, and I'm going to get up at 6, and I'm going to sit outside with a coffee waiting for do a bit of sun gazing like you said. You know, I had the showed the twinkles at the beginning of this. If anyone didn't see it, I actually got it on camera this time. So it's brilliant, it's just fantastic, and this is what I mean about seeing people all over the world. He's from India, lovely, you know, we've got Americans in here, Australians, and a new person from India. We are all connecting the dots. Now, he did say about J Dreamer's channel, which I love J Dreamers, but when he did the plasma event, he did do it a bit more like it's people's perceptions, but you should hide if the plasma comes because it's not good. I don't see it like that. We're meant to see this. Even Q says, you know, watch the water. What waters is he talking about? As above? The waters above? He said the last one will be magical. And I don't know if you know about the Q movement, but the Q movement, people will say, I'm not, you know, spiritual wise, people say, I'm not interested, you know, I'm not interested in Trump, I'm not interested in this. It's like, no, you don't have to be, but it is part of the plan that's bringing out about going down to flat earth as well, bringing all that up. That's one of the biggest things it is actually going to now, what Trump's talking about in Q. And that all goes into loads of different things way back. Please watch Taylor Swift, me. Yes, there's, as we've said, there's lots of films out there, lots of videos. It's all in videos and films that people just don't look at properly because they have to put it out because it's a law of one, they have to tell the truth. And if you can see with those eyes, you can see what they've been trying to tell us. Not that they wanted to tell us out loud, or they can't. I don't really know how it works, but yes. Thanking, keeping me yes, it is all keeping us focused on our soul path, where now I'm going to go into my soul path and my awakening and how I'm not afraid. I'm quite happy, and through the traumas and things of going through this whole rabbit hole with Q and everything, of the horrible things that you also said there, P, about, we're not going to go into it because we don't have to, about the fake people, the fake souls, the fake flag events that have gone on around the world where people are dying, or so-called dying, and this, that and the other, and a blah blah blah. I don't need to go into it because those of us that know. So but through trauma and everything, it brings you truth, and then you can see, and then it brings you more happiness because you actually, the age of Aquarius, the golden age, know the truth. It doesn't put you in fear when you know the truth. So I'm a Pisces. Rain fall like paint in Taylor Swift, me past up. The one thing you just have reminded me of now, I'm thinking Mad Max, Thunderdome, Thunderdome, home, dome, Thunderdome, the dome. Then I thought, Tina Turner, what's that song? I'm going to read it out to you. I might go into a song, you know what I'm like sometimes when I'm feeling it. Right, are you ready, folks? Are you ready? Are you ready? Versus astral dreaming. Yeah, I mean, I did a thing once where I don't know what it was. I can't say what it was. If it was astral dream, I don't know. I've told you all this before. Where we go one, we go. I had a dream ages ago, and because I was getting confused with all this, are we going to a new earth and all this, that and the other, and are we going here, are we going there? You know, everyone gets confused because there's a lot of rubbish in the spiritual side as well. They do put it out there. And I'll just tell you quickly, I know some of you know, but some people are new, so I have to re-go over stuff, I was very conscious of me breathing when I went to sleep. Yeah, eating better. That's another thing I'm going to be bringing out with food. I've got a friend who'll be talking about vegan and food and all sorts of healing and everything coming soon. So then it looked like I was going down a wormhole. It was all colours like electric, and I was like, oh, what's this? Like, where are we going, to a new Earth? And I sort of asked it out loud, and then looked, and at the side of me, yes, it did look like a globe. I'm not saying it is, you know what I mean? From above, we all know NASA lied about the moon landing and all that. It could look like a circle, you know, that way. But anyway, it's not about that. It was just a vision. And it was Earth, but it was covered in white light. But I knew it was very lush and green heart, because it's the heart, you know. And all I remember thinking is, no, I'm staying there. I want to help there with healing. I'm going back home. I'm going back to New Earth. Not we're going somewhere else. New Earth. Not the New World Order. New Earth, which is coming in right now. Age of Aquarius, lifting the veil. So just let me go into that song now, because I'm getting all like upside down and back to front. So song Tina Turner, random. It was a bit random. I will come into chat when I've got all this off my chest. Just let me find it. So, and I'm going to have to read it out. Right, are you ready for this? We don't need another hero. Right, I'm going to read it out. Yep, Fifth World. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right, are you ready? Yeah, and red and blue is purple, as we know. Yes. Right, you ready? It might be a bit slow. I might go into song, I don't know. I'm not a singer, but you know. So, out of the ruins, out from the wreckage, can't make the same mistake this time. We're not making the same mistake this time. Reset, we're doing it this time. We are the children, the last generation. We are the ones they left behind. I will sing it in a bit when I get to the chorus, because I can't remember the tune because I can't hear it. And I wonder when we are ever going to change it, living under the fear till nothing else remains. Now, that's the biggest part in that for me as well. And I wonder when we are ever going to change it, living under the fear. That's what they've put us in. Once you move away from fear, there's only love. Like, they want you in fear. That's why they've been doing what they do. The Matrix, whatever. So, carry on. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life I don't know that bit. Beyond the Thunderdome. Dome. Beyond the dome, what dome? Looking for something we can rely on. There's got to be something better out there. Or in there. Yeah, free. I'll come in chat when I've come off this. Let me read this bit out. Love and compassion, their day is coming. All else are castles built in the air, and I wonder when we are ever going to change it. Hello? See what you're saying? You're so right about the song says that going on now. Exactly, because they knew this time would come. Time to pass the fear over those who really deserve it. Exactly. Pisces has Aquaman, god of Atlantis. Well, see, you don't know my channel, and I've been giving a big shout out to I don't mean a shout out, sorry. I did a rundown on Aquaman the film and the god of what are you saying on there? The god of Atlantis and the oceans. It said Prince of the land, king of the sea, or something like that. And the triad, is it the triad? The triad. I watched it. I did a rundown on it. I was like, yes, because it's all in the films. Atlantis, and we all talk about Atlantis, and it's just amazeballs when you see with those eyes. Do you know when I showed Michael Jackson, Can You Feel It last week, they stopped my stream? I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. I heard Trump is coming on a state visit. Yes, he is. if he doesn't drop something before. That's why Theresa May's going the day after. But I'm going to go into my awakening in a minute with all the politics stuff, which Trump isn't a politician anyway. Just let me finish this off. So it's just getting good. Yeah, the Thunderdome. So hang on. Let me carry on with this. I mean, it says it right there, doesn't it? Love and compassion, their day is coming. All else are castles built in the air, and I wonder when we are ever going to change it. We're doing it. Living under the fear till nothing else remains, all the children say. We don't need another hero. We don't need to find our way home. All we want is life under the Thunderdome, because I don't know that tuney bit at the bottom. Yep, over the Rainbow Bridge. No wonder I was always into Thor, like I've said before, and that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So what do we do with our lives? We leave only a mark. Will our story shine like a life? It will. It is. We will. So go and listen to this song. Or end in the dark. Give it all or nothing. Yeah? That popped into my head today. I was like, Thunderdome. What was that song? Oh my God. The song. And then obviously, I think, is that it? You know, people who did songs years ago, it all comes out the ether. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. What is that? Going back to centre. So just throwing that out there because I thought it was relevant, and it was just popped in my head today. I was in the sun, collecting the sunshine early this morning and looking at my twinklies that are just absolutely... It was really, really shiny today. Is that because, like, when you're buzzing off a really high energy? Because, hi Sue. Hey Sue, when I go on about my twinkles, I know some of you think I'm mad. Watch this. I got an app, and I can actually show you properly on camera. Oh, had a dream I was standing in a field. It was sunny, but a storm came, and I tried to move, but cloud came towards me. When I tried to move, it followed me, and voice said, "I hope you're ready." Yeah, because Trump did say a storm's coming. Out of the chaos comes the calm. Also, I had a dream a few days ago that there was a black sun and a white sun. They were next to each other. I think they were merging, or were they purging, or, you know, duality into singularity. So let me find my app. So if anyone's interested, I got an app called Magnifier Camera. So it's great because, look, I can actually show you when it... let me clean it. Let me clean it. Let me see if I can zoom in again. Oh, but boom, 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 people. And some people will go, it's sweaty hands, and it's like, no, it's not. Oh, it's glitter, and it's like, right. Oh. So I can do it now, thanks to T. Taylor saying about that app that I didn't even know. So, yes, just put it out there. Yeah. I feel like something good is happening for us. I'm accepted, go Trump. It is, that's what I've been saying. I've just been buzzing off, like, brilliant energy this week. Loads of really good things coming in. Talking to really good people. I don't know, I can feel it. It's like that song Fifth World. I can feel it by Michael Jackson. No wonder they were trying to pull your thing down with the Michael Jackson song. Can you feel it? You know, that says it all in that video, full stop. Anyway, I love my sparkles too. Yeah, it's great. They're on my legs now, I can see them. But right, I'll stop yakking about all the other stuff. So I'm going to go into a quick story of my awakening. Some of you have heard it, some of you haven't. But there's new people, so I have to go through it again. So, obviously, not a few years back, it could have been about 8 years ago, something, I don't know. The news because I don't watch telly now. I just watch YouTube, Netflix, and watch what I want to watch, not what they're telling us to watch. Freddie Mercury this year. Mercury is the real deal. So, anyway, never been into politics, nothing like that or anything. But when I used to watch the news, I just got so upset with all the things that were put on the news of kids dying in these countries, wars, because we all know wars are man-made and they're man-made. But obviously, I didn't know then. So, you know, I'd be crying, getting upset, thinking, why is the world like this? There must be more to life. Why are we just working? And what is this world about? And we all get to that stage at some point. Everybody will go through that of like, why are we here? You know, like, why do we work to die, to just like not do anything? So, yeah, brothers and sisters. So I come to the decision not to watch the news because I thought I can't be this emotional wreck. I'm a Pisces. I'm so feeling and I can cry at a cartoon or anything. I get so emotional. You know, I cry at ET every time I watch it. I cry at anything. I cried at Beauty and the Beast, everything. So, and that flower was under the dome, wasn't it? So I stopped watching that and then just carried on with a few things. Things have happened in my life, don't need to go into it. I was just like, oh, I don't understand, and why are people like this, and why do people think that way, and why do people want to hurt people and all that stuff like we do. And then roll on a few years later, roll on maybe 2.5 years ago, I come across, I'm on YouTube anyway and started doing a channel because I wanted to prove to myself that I could and I wouldn't be afraid to come on and talk to people and see who actually got me or anything I was talking about. But at the beginning of YouTube, I didn't really know what I was doing because I didn't know whether I was doing beauty blogs or this, that and the other, that the other YouTubers do. Fanfare Rihanna if you're doing that, but it didn't feel right. I've always talked about art and different stuff, but something didn't feel right. So maybe I was meant to come on YouTube. That's how I feel now. I will come and chat with you in chat in a minute when I've just got this off my chest because I can't concentrate looking at chat, so you'll have to chat in chat. So anyway, start hearing all this stuff about Tommy Robinson. Now I don't need to explain about Tommy Robinson. If you know, you know, you know. If you don't like him, you don't like him. If you do, you do. But you know, whatever. Started watching videos in Speaker's Corner, came across Roxanne the Globalist Denier, but didn't know her then. I just saw her in the background doing a thing, but her videos, and she'll say, were really choppy then, so I didn't really watch a lot of them because they weren't very good, and she knows that, and I've told her. But I knew of her, so it's really funny that we are friends now and speak a lot and obviously do channels together. So I can't come in chat just yet. So anyway, so I'm learning about Tommy Robinson, learning about what's going on, you know, whether people believe it or not, whatever. There is a certain thing happening with what he's talking about, but also mainstream media are twisting it. You know, it's just a load of deceit and everything that's gone under the carpet and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I cried because I saw, yeah. So, did a video on that, got 14,000 views and was like, oh my God, blah, blah. You know, I support, like, you know, stuff he's doing and stuff, but don't get too involved with it because I see an even bigger picture than that. Then my dad, thanks to Waxman, said, I just said to my dad, I just don't know what's going on in the world. I don't go, oh, I cry when I see, yeah. I was like, don't know what's going on in the world. Like, what's all this stuff about? They've been, the government lives, and what's going on? So my dad there, Waxman, it's your fault, said, if you really want to know what's going on, check out We the People 24/7, a USA channel about Q. And I was like, what? Well, I got on that. I got hooked. I was like a zombie. I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Daddy, the lovely Daddy Dragon was on there, still on there, I think, and the lovely Gran Torino from Ireland, because this awakening is not just a USA thing, it's a world thing, and Trump is not just helping the USA, he's helping the world. So, yeah, it's my father's fault. So, used to go in We the People 24/7, a lot of people are off there as well, know me from over there, but I sort of fell out of there when we started talking about JFK Jr. still alive, and no one wanted to talk about that, even though it's all over everywhere, because JFK Jr. knew what his dad knew, and his dad got killed for knowing what he knew, and a lot of that's to do with Flat Earth as well and some other stuff. And they didn't want the truth out to the people because they didn't think we could handle it. So, you know, you've heard me talk of that, so I don't really need to talk about that. So, was following We the People 24/7 for quite a long time. Good night, it's 2 a.m. here. Oh, thank you for coming in, thank you. I'll be checking your channel out and people will be coming over, and I'll let people know that you've got an English bit on it so they can watch. So thank you very much, and we're doing it. So where we go, one we go all. If you haven't heard that before, that's a Q movement. You don't have to believe in it because I know you're all on our paths, but it's all the same thing. So I'll see you again. Hopefully you'll come in again and I'll watch yours. So watching We the People 24/7 was in there for a very, very long time. And then I sort of started watching other bits like SGT Report. I don't even know. There's loads out there in the SCOTUS, The Storm Upon Us, obviously Joe Mass Pose, Q, The Plan to Save the World. If you've not seen that, please go over to Joe Mass Pose or Storm Upon Us, Q, The Plan to Save the World, the remixed one, and watch that. And just started delving around on different channels and finding the ones that I resonated with, because I did like We the People 24/7, but they don't talk about certain stuff and they don't talk about JFK Jr. So I wasn't in that because JFK Jr. is a big part of the Q movement. So, you know, but hi from Dallas, but I was obviously always shouting this guy out, Trump. Some people might not like that, and some people into spiritual side would be like, oh, it's political. It's not political. He's not a politician, he's a businessman doing deals around the world. What I believe Trump is there for is a mirror, which I'll talk about in a minute. So coming across all these channels, going down the rabbit holes, getting upset, thinking, oh my God, where do we live? All these children, what's happening to the children, what's happening to this, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Angry. Really want to kill people, so angry with evilness of what have they been doing to us, how they've deceived us, our children, how they've destroyed families, all that stuff we all know about, right? And then you come out of it and it's like, oh, right, so I've been angry, but that isn't going to get us anywhere being angry, because it's just hotting the situation up. Though there's people doing that, that's going to happen anyway. There's going to be a bit of chaos. That's inevitable. The reason why Q came out is to stop that from being a big, massive riot, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So I will come in chat in a minute. So, and if anyone's noticed, I used to go on and on and on and on about Q. I still go on about Q. I was trying to red pill someone today, but I don't follow it to the T now. Like, I don't go over and check now the drops. I just, if there's some good ones, the ones that I'm into, I'll look, because we've been told so many times, sit back, get the popcorn and watch the show. We all know it's a show. We all know it's a stage, a show, you know, and we're part of the show. So basically, I got into Q and I was a little bit awake, but Q actually woke me up to more. He woke me up to more spirituality, believe it or not. He woke me up to flat earth, believe it or not. And now they're talking about flat earth, so hey ho. And it's all to do with JFK Jr. and stuff. Flat earth. All the spiritual stuff connects the dots to flat earth. Things work on it. You don't have to be in here believing in flat earth, that's fine. Myself, it's astrology. Like the lovely guy who was in it before, it's astrology, works off so many different things. It's in all religions, you know, and there's a lot of fake religions out there anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing. And every day I wake up thinking, yeah, I used to watch it religiously, but not anymore, because we know what's going on. Once you research Q and you get enough of what's going on, and you can see with your eyes what's going on. So in a sort of way, you don't need it. And everything that was happening last year, and I was shouting out on my channel and people going, oh, you said it was happening. You said it was happening last year. I did, but we were wrong. It's happening this year. Past proves the future. Trump's shouting it out now. What he was saying last year is happening right now. The last one he said will be magical. Well, the JFK Jr. thing will be magical, but is there something beyond that? Green heart energy, what we truly are. You know what I mean? So when people say it's all right if you're spiritual and you don't believe in Trump, there's a lot of people who've come in and said it doesn't matter. Trump is the mirror, showing us the mirror on the world stage. So when you look at people like Pelosi, if you don't know who Pelosi is, or you're English and you don't know Q and you don't know what's going on, that's all right. Pelosi and all the Democrats shout stuff out about Trump and about whoever. They are mirroring what they are. Everything they say is what they're doing. When Trump is shouting stuff out, he's mirroring, he's showing us, the people of the world, I've already won, just enjoy the show. Exactly, Dad, we've already won, we're just enjoying the show. We can see it now. That's why I've took a step back and but it's a mirror, and Trump, or Pelosi's just, I mean, what is that? Trump is, you don't have to be a fan of Trump. If you can see with the eyes that you know what he's saying, opposed to what MSM is saying, you'll see what's happening, especially as he's just tweeted out about the Enlightenment today and the plan put together with JFK Jr. way back when. You were right, Dolly, it's been happening since you said. Yeah, it has been happening. Past proves the future. And what Trump is, he's not a politician. he's a businessman and he's making deals around the world instead of war, because war's man-made and Obama did all that and all that stuff we know about. I don't really need to go into that. And he's showing us, the people of the world, what we don't want. He's showing these, what, bad people, Illuminati bloodlines, whatever you want to call it, showing us what we are not. We don't stand for that. We don't want that. Q said they get eradicated off the earth. Well, with the ascension, they're supposed to be getting, evaporated off the earth, or whatever you want to call it. Same old, same old. He is showing he is a puppet for higher entities. Exactly. Like Roxanne the Globalist and I said, there's puppets. There is also puppet masters. But if he's a puppet for what he's being used for, it's a higher entity. Good entity. There's good and bad. So he's just mirroring what other people are. So when the Democrats thing come in, somebody said today, can you believe this, going about the abortion thing being up to when the baby's born, some stupid woman said today it should be 3 years old. I mean, what? And this is how crazy these people are, because they sit there and agree with it and want to bring it in, and it's like, what the F? Like, what the F? What the F? And if people think it's just the USA, look around and open your eyes. This revolution is happening all over the world. That's why every country is kicking off and people are resigning. Theresa May has resigned and she goes on the 7th. What? The day after Trump comes over here, if he actually comes over, if he's not dropped something. Really? And she stood there crying. I love this country. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Theresa May. No, you didn't. Let's get that straight. But mainstream media won't put that out, will they? YouTube said Trump is half Pelagian. Yeah, well, they say that, but remember, people go, ooh, if you're into the reptilian thing, reptilians are bad. Ooh, well, put it this way. Everyone's going on about Muslims. Everyone's going on about Jews. Everyone's going on about Christians. Well, guess what? There's good Muslims. There's bad Muslims. There's good Christians. There's bad Christians. There's good Jews. There's bad Jews. It's what's in here. It's what your intentions are. Boom. Easy peasy. Fitting image showed a lot of truth. Yeah. I love it. So, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it could be. Well, we're all a bit loving and we can all be a bit angry sometimes. Is that a bit reptilian? A bit cold-blooded? Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I see it. When you look at things in a different way or think a different way, which I always do, you can see things differently. Trump is the mouth organ getting things done, because Obama didn't get nothing done. Obama said it, didn't walk the walk though, did he? Trump's saying it and doing it. He didn't want this. He got asked to come in. I'm going to read the Pink Book out in a minute. The Pink Book. He's just the mouth organ. What's Melania doing in the background? Keep your eyes on there, divine. If anyone looks like a Palladian, she does. I mean, come on. Divine energy. Captain America. I am going to talk about this when I see it. I've not seen it yet. Not Captain America. Captain Marvel is a girl. Some people say, they're going all aboard with this girl stuff. No, because it's divine energy coming back in. Guess what colour suit she's wearing? Green. And guess what? They call her a hero. Take the O off. Hero. What is it? What's coming back in? Take the O off hero. Anybody? Hi. Yeah, that's why Roseanne Barr shouted it out. Heroine. Well, no. Take the O off her. Take the O off hero. Her who? Divine energy? Divine feminine energy? Yeah, drop the O. It comes up on the film. The hero comes in and the O drops off and it's her. What, Mother Earth? Divine the feminine divine energy. Some people might think it's whack, but that's what has been separated. They separated the divine energy. It's been too structured. It's been too square, too manly, too. That's what the world's been run by. The divine female energy is coming back in. That's not man hating. It's the nurturing, the love. That's what's needed to calm a man down, if you want to look at it like that way. But we also need the masculine. They're a part of both of us. A woman will hold masculine energy as well. A man will hold the feminine as well. It doesn't mean they're trying to trick you saying, oh, it means that you've got too much feeling, and you're like, oh, you need to go and be transgender or something. Not being offensive to people who are. It's not about that. We hold both of it, and it's coming back together. So the film Captain Marvel, she's a woman, and if you look at that, you'll see a lot of things. She's wearing green. Hero, her, drop the O. You get her together. Yeah, because they separated, like I say. I see it like the spiritual and the physical. The physical is man, carbon. This is the woman. This is spiritual. This is crystalline. This is, how would you say, in the film The Dark Crystal, that Q mentioned, which I shouted out before that book came out, and was like, oh my God, it was in the book, The Dark Crystal. They had the Skepties, I think it was Skepties, and that series is coming out this year, thank God. They wouldn't let it come out for 12 years. And the Skepties I see more, a bit manly, and the mystics are the feminine, because women are mostly seen more fluffy and into the woo-woo, and men are a bit more, where, they merge at the end with two suns. What two suns? Black and white sun. They merge at the end, they go into each other together, balance, because that's what it's all about, and they go into a big light body of what they were. They got separated and came apart and were in fear because they thought what were they called? The little elfin people were going to come and kill the Skepties, so they were all evil and horrible because they didn't understand what was going on, which is like what's going on now. But at the end, they have to get there. They've got this time where they've got to get there. They've got to get there and then put the crystal shard, because we've been all thrown into factuals of different things, and put it together. When they actually get it, you need to go and see that film if you've not seen it for a very long time. Your mouth will drop on the floor. And it was mentioned in the Q book, and I already did the rundown of it before it came out, and I was like, and The Dark Tower and all the films we put out there, we come together to be what we were, one. Not this fake meat suit, not this fake meat suit. James, women should be above men, far more wise to. Yeah, and that's not women hating on men. It's just that women are a bit more wise in that sense of the woo-woo sort of fluffiness, where sometimes men want to be strong and they're like, oh yeah, we don't believe in all that. But do you know what I mean? I know there'll be a lot of men out there that know what I mean. That's not men hating, but that energy needs to come back in. People have always said to me, oh, you're woo-woo, you're this. It's like, no, I see things differently. I've been like that as I was a child, as if my dad's still in it, would probably tell you. We were in the army, we lived in the country, we were running around in forests, we were always playing in forests. We didn't have all this fear of what goes on now. One of my friends used to be a tree. I used to dance around it and collect acorns for the fairies, elementals. But that's when I was about 5, so I was younger. But I was climbing trees because where we lived, that's what we did. The natural thing you should be doing. Where today, all the kids are on computers, and not saying they're all bad because we're getting it out, but the church is, you don't need a church. The church is yourself. The church is nature. So we are lost without the woman we need. Exactly. So, but women are lost without the men as well. It's balance. So when we had this thing like women were hating on men and men were hating on women, because if you watch Q, The Plan to Save the World, the thing they were bringing in to divide us was race, religion, one of the biggest ones, and gender. To get the women hating on men and turning into men, literally, literally, and vice versa. So we didn't know who we were all effed up in the head. People were having things done where you're going to be, no one would be like reproducing and so on and so on. So everybody's messed up. Everyone's on Big Pharma. Everyone's got diseases because they're in dis-ease because they don't know who they are. And they're taking medicines that have opioids in, that Bush brought in. That's why Trump's been shouting out about medication, because we know we've got new technology out there. And like what they call pain relief that won't have opioids in, because you get addicted to it, and that's why people get addicted to headache tablets and stuff like that. Then they might go on to other stuff, then they get disease because they're in dis-ease. It's the language, and then you probably die younger or end up killing yourself. That's why a lot of people have suicide and stuff like that, because this is what's happening. It's all to kill us off. This goes into the food and everything, as we all know, which I will be bringing up soon with a friend. Earth is the womb. Yeah. Don't worry, the sun is correcting things. Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying, 50s. But today, just with everything and other channels that I'm coming across, I'm well happy. It's happening. It's coming whether they like it or not. One of the biggest things as well is, I said, is like flat earth, it is a spiritual war, but we're winning. We've already won. It's playing out here in our physical world, but we're going back to spiritual. I can feel it. When I was in the garden this morning, the sun was really, obviously it's been lovely in the UK. I was looking at the grass. Obviously the grass is green, but it was like neon green. I was like, it's really nice. I was like, oh my God. It was like loads of birds. Yeah, I know there's birds, but I've never heard so many birds around me, in my area, like loads of them singing. They're all in love. They're doing things on the fence. Oh yeah. You know, bumblebees. I caught 2 bumblebees in my conservatory. It's amazing. And the more you're on that frequency, the more you're going to go when, I don't know, the so-called ascension plasma thing comes in. People are talking about 3 days of darkness. Yes, there is stuff in the Bible, but that's got lies in it too. But Q said something about going dark. So really, if you think about it, if something happens and something goes dark, and that could be the internet going down or anything, for a couple of days, just have faith. It's going to be all right. They want you to freak out to think it's something else. That's why they put all the films out there, The Purge, or these sort of films that put you in fear, because they want you to think it's something else, to like not go out in the light or run off and hide somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Or go and do something drastic, when that's not what it's about. I wish I had energy like Dolly. That's what I mean. I'm 30 and I feel half dead already. Well, I'm 42, and the reason why I feel quite energetic most days, because obviously I have a little 4-year-old as well, is it's the stuff I watch. And I'm in the garden today in the sun, I'm watching positive things. I only want to be around positive people. I like my chat because you're all positive, whether you're believing in everything I say. Don't believe everything I say, just research. Feel within, it's in you, your inner standing. You know, understanding your inner standing. So you've just got, I've said this before on my channel loads of times, you have got to watch people who are positive, do things that you love, be around positive people. It's so hard because some friends can be negative and family can be negative. I get it, but can't wait to be free 50. But yeah, and don't forget, Q said the last one will be magical. We all know about the JFK Jr. thing, but it's more than that. It's more than that. Let me read. My awakening has come, a lot of it has come through Q, but all the trauma has brought me to love. All the trauma has made me happy because I can see, and I'm not wondering anymore, like, way back, like, why is the world like this? What's happening? Is it, why? Now I understand it more, that we've been deceived with stuff, so it's easier to understand, and it's easier to see their lies and what is actually happening and what they don't want to know. The apocalypse. Oh, the apocalypse. Yeah, let's put that film out there. The apocalypse means the unveiling. The truth. Everyone's saying watch the sky. I'd keep an eye on the sky as well. Also, Fifth World, the guy that was in before with the lovely channel, the guy from India, he said if you sun gaze in the morning, which I know you'll know about, and I did see orbs around the sun weeks back, 6 o'clock in the morning, first sunrise, to do sun gazing for 20 minutes, you'll start seeing blue orbs and stuff, and obviously you get the energy and the light energy and all that. So if you're low on energy, you need to start sun gazing at first sunrise for 20 minutes. But if you go over to his channel, he talks about that. But you find yourself, you know, it's the knowing. Just let me see if this is why I've been such high energy. Sometimes I wake up and I can't believe it, you know what I mean? I just can't believe, I just thought I'd never in my life be talking about what we're talking about today. But it's amazing, and that's why Q said it's the greatest time to be alive, you know, and it's true. She takes care of herself, and the ones that look young are the ones here for a purpose, starseeds. I do have a girlfriend, but you must be also admire someone. Oh, thank you. It's just because I don't worry about certain stuff, and I don't get caught up in the matrix of being bothered what other people think. So what they think. Know yourself. If you know yourself and you're happy doing the things you love to do, you know, if someone thinks, oh, they're boring or they do this, so what? That's what they think. You do you. It's all about you. That might sound a bit like selfish, but they do put that out there, you know, not to be all about you. It doesn't mean that. You've got to love thyself, because if you can't love thyself, you can't love anybody else. You can't be there for your family. You can't be there for your children if you're not well. You have to be well first. And you can't be with anyone if you don't love yourself. You are worth it. That's what I'm here to say. You are worth it. I used to think I wasn't worth it. This is why I come on here and talk. Everybody's worth it. We're all from a creator. We're all one. We're all worth it. If I'm worth it, you're worth it. But you have got to love yourself, look after yourself, tend to yourself, so you can love others. I'm still doing it. It's very, very hard to break out the programming that we've had. We've been programmed from birth. So when people say, oh, you're getting a bit angry, oh, you're doing this, yeah, maybe they came to this a while back, so they've had more time than us to calm that down. That's what, as long as you're doing it, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? But and that's what you learn, and we're always learning, always learning. So glad to hear Suspicious Minds, it really works. Eye chakras are very powerful. Yes, the pineal glands, and that's why I said you should be drinking distilled water, because it decalcifies your pineal glands. I have a water distiller, and all that good stuff. That's why you should be sun gazing as well. So I just think it's amazing. I just can't get over it sometimes. But now with all the Trump tweeting out about the Enlightenment and 40,000 feet and the flat earth and on Santa Claus, the United States, on Twitter, it's just, do you know what I mean? I'm coming across people every day, all the time, you know? So Jupiter realm is the Milky Way. Tending your inner garden, exactly. Tending to your core. Because when you are feeling unwell and you go to the doctors and they put you on certain tablets and all that, or you go out drinking a lot or drugging it a lot, it is masking, even I'd say antidepressants, it is masking the core thing that's going on in your core. It's masking it. It's still there. You come off them tablets, it'll be there. You stop drinking, it'll be there. You come off drug, it'll be there, because you've got to learn to deal with it, to deal with whatever it was in your past, and to let go. You're all right. You don't have to be swimming around on it and sort of like thinking on it, oh, feeling guilty. Just look at it, sort of digest it and let it go. Because I've said before, it's like karma. It'll just keep coming around every year, and it's not going to help you move or do anything. It's just going to keep you stagnant and stale. Big red wave follows you. Look it up, San Dolly. Big red wave. I don't know who follows me on. What's it called, on Twitter, because I tend to retweet a lot of other Twitters and stuff, and I'm not on it a lot. I just try and look around, so I haven't got a clue who follows me, and I still don't know about the links and everything. But I don't know if anyone's ever took any notice. But I know I've got followers on there, obviously. But yeah. But it's just amazing. Just let me see if I can find. See, I'm just watching his channel. Sorry, it's this channel, because I can't say his name. TARTHASARATHY and then a V. And this one was Secret Passage to Shambhala, Eden and Inner Earth. Because we've all gone through bits of this, you know what I mean? So it's just great to see other people talking about it. Which I'll be listening to that one after. But the golden light, he's talking about quite a few things. So it's brilliant talking about the golden age. You know, what other film was he talking about? He's talking about some other. It's all there, but you will find out when you do wake up. Some people say, "God, I wish I never knew. I wish I hadn't been told." But the thing is, I've thought that loads of times, but I am actually glad to do, because it's brought me much happiness knowing that it wasn't. Everyone will call us mad, but it sort of wasn't our fault, the things that we've been doing and the things that have been happening, because, you know, and people have took their lives in the past because they didn't understand where we are and what was going on, and why is this happening and why is that happening? And when you realise, and like he says, you know, if that's true, you know, he's another one for the Matrix and the game playing and that half of the stuff that there's people out there that are probably like, you know, game players. They're just sort of here, maybe they're not even real. And when you say someone's a sort of lizard or something, I just think of that like they're cold-blooded, so they have no empathy. So while they're real, soulless bodies walking around meat suits that are soulless. When we realise that they just get eradicated off the earth and we go to centre, heart, you know, that's how I sort of see it. So I'm just loving it. I've even, like today I wasn't watching a lot when I normally would because I was arting, but I don't need to. I'm just feeling that thing of doing my thing. I know I need to actually get out there more now, meet new people, get out there and start living again, because I did shut myself away from the world. That's beautiful, Dolly, I think so. Well, I can't even remember what you said. Because you do, and I've sacrificed a lot. People might not think it coming on YouTube, but I have. Not seeing friends and stuff and being a bit like, oh, just because I felt like I had to come on and talk about stuff. But it's been brilliant and I've enjoyed it. I'm still going to come on for chats because I like talking, as if you can tell, because I am a chatterbox. But like I've said before, when I've done my tarot cards, which I haven't had out for ages, so I'll go and get some because I've not done them for ages. Sometimes you have to be a hermit. You have to go within, realise a few things, and you come back out fighting and singing and dancing and being like a phoenix. That's all I can say. So I'm going to get the pink book because I said I'd read that, and I'm just going to go and grab some cards because I haven't done them for ages. Let's see what they say. So, yes, Dolly has helped me transition to many of the new concepts, which, yeah, I think we're all helping each other, you know, different ways of looking at things. That's why I believe in the Q side, they wanted we the people to do it, we the Anons, we the digital army, because like you, Fifth World, you see different things other people don't see. I might come out with something different, and we all put it together and put the jigsaw together. Because I might see something that you've missed, you might see something that I've missed, they've seen something and you see it, and then you're like, oh yeah, and that's how it works. The Q drops, the breadcrumbs, the baker's making the bread. We've got to collect all them bits of information, sieve some of it out, you know, because some of it's put there to get us looking in the wrong direction, resonate, and then put it together, and hey presto, we've got the bread baking, which is in the oven right now with Q, and it's about to go ping, ready. So that's how I see it. So, I'm going to read the pink book out for them people who might be new, and where it goes into the whole thing with Trump and JFK being friends, maybe. Some people might not have heard it, but if you're on my channel, you will definitely have heard it, because it's the one thing me and Roxanne the Globalist and I like to read out. Makes sense more every day. When I first read this out, when I first got into Q, I didn't know what it was talking about. Now, feels like a mad scientist at the beginning. I had notes everywhere, all over the house. I was tired. I was just... oh, yeah. Doing all my numerology. I was like a mad scientist. It was so funny when I think about it now. Well, it just shows when you're passionate about something, you want to do it. So, you just find it. I feel like Tesla with notebooks. So let's go. So like I said, if anyone's not heard this, oh, your brain will be buzzing. If you haven't heard this, I'm not reading it out wrong. It's just the way it was said. So let's go. I'm not going to interrupt it like I normally do. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. Penance is coming, regardless of what you think. You are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. Thank you. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There is no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. R is 18. 18. R is JFK Jr. Ooh, who did he bring into the plan? So we've got that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to pull some cards. So I'm going to do The Universe Has Your Back and Nature's Whispers. And we'll do Whispers of Love, because this is what we're all trying to go back to, you know. When people start realising what they're doing and hurting others and stuff like that, they'll want to come back to love and, you know. Anyway, what can I do first? I'll do Nature's Whispers. Because these are beautiful, beautiful pictures. And I haven't done them for a while. I don't know why, I just haven't. So let's go. It's what we do. It's what we do. Oh, can I just talk about music? One of the goodest rappers out there who I see as a truth rapper, believe it or not, is Tom McDonald. Go and check his tunes out. Really good. It is a dream we are sharing. Yeah, that's what the guy was saying before about this dream that we're dreaming, because we're beginning to wake up. We fell asleep in consciousness and we're beginning to wake up with subconsciousness and the consciousness. We are awakening. What is this? What is this? We are remembering and we are beginning to wake up. Oh, just hit. We are fallen angels. Fell asleep. Rising, waking up, the great awakening, the great awakening. Inner standing. Oh, you'll never guess what it is. See that there? I'll talk about JFK Jr. This reminds me of JFK Jr. because what is it, people? Let's have a look. Number 42. Let love be your beacon. I always say America was the last beacon of hope. If America falls, we all fall. It's not, so we're not. I see a light as JFK Jr., what he knows. This is nature. This is love. This is divine feminine. There's a sort of castle-y thing in the background. Is that Camelot? It's in the centre. Centre is a heart. The little light is the shape of a heart. So there we go. Don't know if it'll focus. Hang on, there we go. Looks a bit like a bird of paradise here. Is that where we're all going back to? Eden. Middle Earth, centre. So that was that one. Life is a dream we all walk through. Yeah, wisdom, and we've learned as a crystalline. Yeah, the truth will liberate fear eventually. Yep, just like it says in the Thunderdome song. We don't need another hero. Please go and listen to it if you've not listened for it a long time. It was all about fear. It's plain and simple. Let's do Whispers of Love. Whispers. Dolly's lying, she's 21. Hey, maybe we'll all go back in age reversal, do you know what I mean? You're in disease, you'll age quicker if you're in dis-ease. So that's why I'm saying when you know the truth, you're not in dis-ease. Not jumping out yet. Yeah, exactly, Fifth. We are free. It's the physical side's just catching up. We are free. They know. They don't win. They knew this time was coming. That's why they've pushed and they've pushed and they've pushed. That's why I said before about the mirror and Trump. The Democrats push everything. Everything that comes out of their mouth is a mirror reflection of what they're doing. Trump's just there on the stage playing the game. People go, he's a game player. Like, we all know he has to be there though. It's like manifestation. If we're dreaming and we're manifesting in our dream and we wanted this thing to come in to help, Trump is the manifestation of that physical thing that needed to come in. Something physical needed to come into the physical place, and it's Trump. But look at what Melania's doing. Do you want to look what she's doing? Yeah, you could do. Are you on Skype? Because my name's just Dolly Daydream on there. Or you could always get in contact on Roxanne, the Globalist Naya's channel if you type something, and she's really good at getting in contact with people. Oh! Ooh! There's slow down, which I said that's what I was doing. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. That's what we're saying, people. Sit back, get the popcorn in, chill out a bit, knowing it's all happening. You don't have to worry. They're playing it all out there, trying to get people in disease and fear and all that. And guess what, folks? Are you ready? I'm going to show you this picture. Number 9. I didn't even know it was number 9. Number 9. What does number 9 stand for? Number 9. We are sleeping. The waters. The maze. It's a maze as well if you actually look. There's a man and a woman dancing. Together. There's fishes. We've been in the age of Pisces. We're in the age of Aquarius now. The candles are burning bright. Let the light be a light. There's a castle again in the background. It's green. Oh, this green. We've been in a slumber. Sleeping Beauty. There's a bridge. There's an archway. Dome. There's a... This looks like the Aurora Borealis because it's not just green. The Aurora Borealis has other colours in it as well. There's a spider web. What's this? The Matrix, the Web of Lies. What? Sky castles. I said a few weeks ago I saw something that looked like a sky castle. I was like looking at it like, what that looks like. In the ether. There's like a path going into a beautiful forest, maybe into another land. You know, it's not up there. It's out that way. It's the lands beyond our lands. Can you see? Dancing, coming back together. Male and female energy. She has a green dress on, by the way. She's smiling. She's dreaming a dream up, manifesting. She's got like gold eyeshadow on and a gold dress. But yeah, number 9, folks. If you know what number 9 is, 369. And the fishes look like they're coming from the sky, waters above, as above, so below. So that was a beautiful card. Yay! Always in tune with our higher self. I'd also like to say, her hair looks like the labyrinth. Yeah, that's what I just said. It was a maze. Exactly. Labyrinth. Yep. That's what I was saying. It is. Look, that's what I said. A maze, labyrinth, whatever you want to call it. See? The film Labyrinth, what she says at the end. Through dangers untold, through hardships unfold, whatever it was. She couldn't remember, could she? What did she say at the end that made him go away? That made everything fall down, remember? Everything fell down and she went back home, didn't she? Why? Because she turned around and said, you have no power over me. They have no power over us. It just seemed like it because they've lied to us and we got distracted. You watch all them old films now with new eyes and you see it all. It's like, oh, yes. Yeah, you do. That's what I mean. It's really good now to go back and watch all these old movies with new eyes. Highlander, everything. And it's great. And people go, oh, you can see this. You can't. You can see the good. You can see what they were trying to say. It was a maze. She was working her way through this maze. She got confused. She got lied to. But at the end, she remembered. Remember, she forgot. She remembered who she was. She was in that dancing hall with David Bowie. She remembered who she was. She remembered that she was looking for her brother. And at the end, she said, yeah, the Goblin King, she said, you have no power over me. He was in fear because he knew what she was going to say. That is what we're doing. We're remembering. We've worked our way through these mazes, these rabbit holes. We've come up. We've seen what we've needed to see, learned what we've needed to learn. And we've come up and we've remembered. And we've also remembered that they have no power over us because we are more powerful than they are. You want to look at it like that, but that's how I see it. So the owls are not what they seem. No. So, you know, I like to shout my films out. You know, I shout my films out. Sleeping Beauty. What was the whole story of Sleeping Beauty? She woke up in the end, didn't she? So, oh, I've done them cards. Right, I'm going to do The Universe Has Your Back. So, I was talking to someone I knew today that my sister knows and trying to red pill them, and you know, it's just like, but I don't really have to in a sense, because to do for yourself and everyone's on the path and they'll see in the end anyway. And if they're a good soul, then that's, you know, that's good. So let me just get rid of the cards that we don't want. Please shout them out for me. I have a pen. Shout what out? Oh, the films. Are you talking about the films? Is that what you're saying before a card shuffle? Because I'm going to go soon. I want to be sun gazing in the morning. Hopefully the sun's out. Been working on a TV script idea. Ooh. Yes, the Dark Crystal's brilliant. I mean, that's one. Yeah, we've got the Dark Crystal. The Dark Crystal. You want to be watching the Dark. Is it the Dark Tower? Because that shows the dome and things that are trying to, they say, are trying to get in. That is the complete opposite. The Dark Crystal. And you want to watch that because the series is coming out this year on Netflix, and they were trying to stop that from coming out for 12 years, and now it's coming out. So the Dark Tower, the Dark Crystal, the Labyrinth. Oh, is the one called the Dark City as well? There's a lot. There's one called what's the one with Will Smith in with a wand? Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, most people know about that one. Oh, who knows the one with Will Smith in where he's a policeman and he's got like his police mate is like, hi Roxanne the Globalist now. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Hi everyone, can you believe I'm only just sat down now? Yeah, I can. I need to speak to you. Have you seen what's going on with Trump and Flat Earth? And I've been shouting it out. I'm just like, I'm just laughing my head off. The film with Will Smith in, yeah, and his mates and all. What's it called? Oh, somebody must know. It's right on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember. Come on, someone must know this film. I'm going to try and Google it before someone says. Come on, folks. What's it called? Long stay. Oh, God. What does it mean when you have a long period of not remembering any of your dreams after a vivid one? Anyone know? I don't know. I just think things have been stopped through certain things. No, Lightburn or something. Oh, no, not Aladdin. Oh, God, what's it called? I'm going to find it. Not Gleam. What's it called? Not Shine. Will Smith. I can't. How do I put it in though? I don't know what it is. Will Smith. Will Smith movies. Oh God. Oh, is he in Aladdin? Oh, sorry, I didn't even know he was in Aladdin. God. I don't. Come on, someone. something right. It wasn't Men in Black, even though, you know, Independence Day, that's a laugh. After Earth, I've not seen that one. Oh my god, somebody find it. Oh no. Right, I'm going through them. Anybody know? What would I put in? Not I Am Legend. Straight to Netflix. Will Smith plays fantasy police. Fantasy cop. I don't know. He wasn't a fantasy cop, was he? Oh, somebody must know. Oh, put Netflix in. Oh yeah, there it is. Bright. I knew it was Shine or something. Bright. Oh my god, what a plank. Bright, the film Bright. So yeah. His friend was like, his police mate was like an orc, and it was that thing of, a bit like what they say, racist and that, but it was an orc, and nobody liked the orc, you know, they thought the orc was bad. So there's the orc guy. I quite enjoyed it, and you will see a lot in that, with the wand and the crystal and everything that's in that. I think I'd have to see it again, but if you haven't seen that, it's not a scary movie or anything, check out Bright. Oh, there's a big fly in the house because I had the door open. Bright. What other films have we gone about? Aquaman. It's in all the films. One of the films I really did love was Valerian. If you've not seen Valerian, it was brilliant because at the beginning of Valerian, it was shiny. It was beings that lived near the water. It looked like Atlantis because there was shells in it. They lived in the sunshine. It was beautiful. Their skin was sparkly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They were all happy. The ley lines were there in the water. You could clearly see the ley lines, but then their world got destroyed because at the end they had to make it into a matrix to bring the world back to make it look like their worlds. So it was fake, but I see that as a flip side. We're going from the fake matrix to our real centre place. If anyone gets what I'm saying, it showed all. There was all different things in there. It was to do with space and all that. But the beginning of it, I loved it. But it also showed in the film The Matrix of people with glasses on going shopping in the material a lot. You get what I'm saying if you see it. So that was a really good film. Valerian was brilliant. I really, really loved it. Really loved it. It even said about Mew, you know, different places, Mew, and it even said something about Q something planet. So that was quite good. So, there is an interesting movie, Another Earth, that I'm thinking of referencing that letting of the code. Yeah, I mean, it's in all the films basically. It's all there. They have to tell the stories. So, yeah, it's been amazeballs, and I'm just very high vibing in energy because I think that's going about now. You know, you just look around at people who are sleeping. You're just like, you don't know what's coming. Like, some of them say they wake up and then they won't know what that, and it's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's do my cards. I normally shout out films when I've seen them and I'm thinking, oh yeah. But like I said, watch the I Goat Pet video thing that's on YouTube. Watch it with new eyes. It's not bad. Everyone's like, it's a new world order. No, it's not. If you're in fear, it is, because that's what it would look like. There's no taking off the thorns off the head, you know, means we're being freed. Plasma in the sky, you know. That's why NASA are trying to put out now that they found 18 planets, people, the size of Earth. They're trying to get all this distraction everywhere, even in Egypt, because they don't want you looking at where we should be looking. They want you being distracted through other news and stuff to keep you off what's going on. You want to be following. I'm not joking. Anyone who's onto Flat Earth, who watches this now or after, has got channels, if anyone's listening in, and you're not into Trump or cute, you really need to go and start researching, because Trump is dropping Flat Earth. Trump is speaking things out. How do you get from America to Japan and stop off in Alaska to see the troops that quick? How do you do that on a globe? Seriously? You wouldn't go, and it goes straight across. Why? That isn't how you do it. Yeah, Fish use egg limit to swim. Moon is plasma. Yeah, it's all plasma. They can't. That's why they never went. Only flat Earth. Yeah. Oh. But anyone who's come into the awakening and you're still feeling a bit lost, you'll get past it. Everybody does. Oh, okay. Look up. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know about Neo because I'm checking his videos out now. So I saw him, so I will go and check his videos out. And I believe he's English, yeah? Is he? I don't know. But yeah, I saw that. So I will be checking. I will be checking it out. That's what I'm going to go in now. Get a brew before I go to bed. Watch a couple of them. And then I'm going to get up and do some sun gazing in the morning. Before I probably chill out with Sleeping Warrior because he's coming picking his camera up that he did borrow me before the lovely Appa77 helped me out with one. So I have to chat about the flat earth stuff because I've been chucking that his way. You know, got to keep your eyes peeled, folks. But like I said, sit back, relax, get your popcorn in, don't worry. Dolly, my emotions have been all over the place the last 2 weeks. Well, like I said, the last 2 weeks I had when I was on and off, I just felt so tired. So tired, and I just felt like I was drunk, you know, like when you wake up with a hangover, but I don't drink really, so I was a bit like, just felt tired. Now I'm up in energy again, so I think we're all going through the same things. Oh, it's fell on the floor. It says, I create mindful moments throughout the day. Be mindful, because the more mindful you are, the more you'll see things, because messages do come in, and I'll tell you one in a minute before I go. Reminding myself that I am love. Miracles are natural. Did you hear that? Natural. Now, I'm going to re-say this story again, just for the fact of people might not have heard it who are new. People might think it's batshit crazy, but this is how you get messages. If people don't believe in this, it doesn't matter. It's my understanding. I know myself of what I see and feel, so it doesn't have to be for others, but it is what I do, and I know there's a lot of people over there who here that feel the same. The other day when I said I went into my town centre and there was loads of flowers up everywhere, and massive butterflies, big, I don't mean real ones, I mean made for, you know, like to put up. Really big ones. I saw that as a caterpillar goes in its cocoon. Now, we've been in our cocoon for a very, very long time. We went to sleep as little caterpillars. And there is a book about a caterpillar that I might have to come and show you maybe tomorrow another day that I got ages ago. And it's a story about a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly. Maybe I'll read it out. But that one little book says everything in it. Some people might know, yeah, mindful moments is everything. And because I was being mindful when I went there, I wasn't watching what everyone else was doing. I was listening. I was looking at other things, looking around, being mindful, not on my phone, walking down the street like this. Because you're not being mindful of anything that's going on above you or below. So, the children's book. So, these big butterflies. So I'm thinking, transformation, this is what we're doing. We're like little caterpillars going into a cocoon. We've been asleep for a very long time in our cocoon, our matrix, whatever. We are emerging as beautiful butterflies, and we will all be beautiful again butterflies, you know, and then we'll be set free from our cocoon. So that came into mind. As I was thinking that, the song came on in the background, blasting out in the shopping centre outside. And I was singing it the other day, and you can all see it was there after I said it 1 or 2 days before. Phil Collins, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. That came on in the background a day or 2 days after I'd been singing it. That to me is the ether, the source, whatever, giving me little signs, because I was listening and watching if everything's happening, everything's going good. I can feel it coming in the air. I kept saying 2 days before, whatever, I can feel it, the Michael Jackson song, I can feel it, I can feel good energy, I can feel something's changing. So when you, Genesis, synchronicities is when you are more mindful, you will see things, hear things, people say it's a coincidence. It isn't. That's how you get messages. You'll get them in the clouds. You'll get them walking down the street. You might just hear someone say a snippet word and you think, oh my God, I can't believe that because I heard that as well. Just something. That is how messages come in. But when people are not mindful, they don't hear or see this because they're too busy being a zombie like this. They're not, what are they not doing? They're not looking. They're not listening. They're not observing. They're not being mindful. They're being zombies, and that's why all the zombie films are out there. All the Night of the Living Dead. You are the living dead. I don't mean the ones who are awake. They are the living dead. The sheeple are the walking, living dead. They follow what MSM say. They believe what MSM say. They've got their head stuck in a phone constantly. That's why they wouldn't see things coming, because plasma event happened. They're not going to be looking up, are they? They'll just be on the phones like Groot in Avengers and all that lot, as the films there. The rainbow crystals that guy's looking for in the Avengers. So if you're not being mindful and looking around and listening and being mindful, you'll get loads of messages, you know. And I know most of you know what I'm talking about. The Tarzan soundtrack is good. Yeah, I think I've talked about the Tarzan soundtrack. Was it that one? Or I talked about the new film. But there's loads out there, so it's just amazeballs. Amazeballs. So all I can say is just know that we've already won, but it's coming out. It's purging everywhere. We're all purging. It's yeah. Generation Z, as in the zombie, and the last generation 2. Yeah, 2 worlds, 1 family. So just know. Don't worry too much. It's just all that stuff has to be purged out. It has to be seen. Yes, there is gonna be people kicking off and all this chaos, but that's why Q came in, because it was to stop a massive chaos happening. Like I said, if we all woke up at the same time, no one would be helping each other. You'd all be kicking off like the purge. Everyone would be killing everyone. So this is why it had to be brought in the way it is. People have woke up over time. People are just waking up now. People woke up a few years ago, but people are not here who woke up ages ago, because that's how it had to be done, to stop the mass chaos. There's still chaos, but stop the mass. We didn't want mass. And I reckon some of the stuff when Q came out, because people didn't really know what was going on, they've been collecting a lot of people and things that are going on and all that sort of stuff. So, you know. So, are you familiar with the Yuga cycles? Most likely, because a lot of the cycles are the same sort of things, but they're all under different names. And I said before about cycles and the zodiac signs and the stars above and all that good stuff, and like what you call it, don't know if someone is someone trying to ring me on Skype to get on here. I don't know. Someone might tell me, JP, was you on there then? I don't know what was going on there. So I forgot what I was saying then. So what was I saying? It's because I just got... And these are generations of slavery and control. Yeah, and we're breaking free from that. Yeah, the cycles. We come into a cycle every 1,000 years. We have a window to get out of it, blah, 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 blah. And the cycle comes in. That's why I say we're winning, and they knew it was coming, because it's a cycle that happens all the time. So resetting the game, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But to me, it's all the same. It's all right. It's all the same. So, yeah. Just know good things are coming. Stay positive, watch positive people, listen to positive music in the right frequency, be around positive people, and just have that knowing. You know deep down, you know. It's brilliant. Keep your eyes peeled. You know, chill out this weekend. Just know, enjoy the sun, enjoy your friends. Even friends maybe who's thought you're a bit batshit crazy, just calm down a bit with it. I'm getting to that thing where now I don't really need to go mad in at people now, because it's just like, we know, we see. So it's all good. First steps are always wobbly. Yeah. As I did in my Q poem, which I will read out very soon again. So I'm going to go and chill out now and watch a bit more of the guy that I was watching. And when this downloads, I'll try and put the name in who was in chat, the lovely guy from India, because I was in the middle of watching something, but I just thought I'd come on and share my thoughts and what's going on. And if you're going through an awakening now or finding things out, because there's a lot of people in the UK now going on about certain stuff that we knew about ages ago, that we were talking about, that, you know, blah, 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 blah. They're all coming on, but like, at least we're all getting on board. Do you know what I mean? And the centre point does go back to flat earth, but the centre of all of it is a spiritual war, and we are going back to what we once were. It's a spiritual thing. Dolly, I was going to be personal cheerleader for sleeping. Oh, right. So, like I said, start chilling out a bit, you know, start being mindful, start doing the things you love, knowing it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Olivia Newton-John was in the video, shows women and light body. There's loads of films, of videos that show the light body. One of them is Can You Feel It, Michael Jackson, the light body. What also was I going to say then? You just reminded me of something. Can't remember. It's just gone out of my head. It was yeah, I might be on tomorrow, I'll see. But just chill out. Be kind to yourself. If you've not been around a lot of friends lately because they think you're a bit mad with stuff because you've been going on, because that's what I used to do, just go and enjoy your friends. Just, they know what you think, and if when it all comes out, they'll be asking, they'll be coming. So just, if you planted the seed, that's all you have to do. So go and enjoy some of the things you used to do. If you've been a bit of a hermit, go and enjoy, because that's what I've got to do, and stuff. But I don't know. I'm just, thank you. I'm just happy in the knowing of what's coming, and it's mad, but it just makes you feel better when you actually know the truth. When you've got past all the horrid stuff, and you just realise we got hijacked basically and stuff, or we came here to do this, to remember. It's easier. It's easier. Because there's no like confusion of why we're here. You know, like the Globies will say, we're spinning through space 1,000 miles an hour. We're not the centre of the universe. It doesn't mean anything. What do you mean we don't mean anything? We are the centre of the universe. We mean a lot. We are very powerful. That just makes no sense. No sense. So I love you all, and I shall see you soon. Hopefully, maybe with some arty bits. I haven't done any paintings for a bit. I've got to finish my Buddha off. Remember, anyone who hasn't seen my channel, I'll just show you quickly. Months ago, I draw a lot of women faces. Now I'm beginning to think I know why, because it's a divine feminine. And let me show you. If you haven't seen this one, let me go and get it. Got my shorts on, folks, because it has been hot today. Remember when I was doing this? And this was just a quick thing I did. Well, it weren't quick, I did, but it wasn't, you know, I just sort of threw it together. Remember this picture I painted and did with blue hair, and there's a fish. I don't know why I stuck a fish on it. I didn't draw this, I cut this out. The fish, there's a stag, but it's not got its horns on yet. I haven't done that yet. Which someone was talking about a stag. I've got a bird. I don't know why I stuck a fish and a stag and a bird on it. Someone else might know why I've stuck a fish and a stag and a bird on it. A rose, and it obviously it's a bit like an angel, but that was the picture that I did. I was drawing a lot of angel-y, etheric women with blue hair and stuff. So, you know, and obviously all the bags that I do that I'm making stock up now. You know, you've seen them before, the women, the mermaid one, that's been shown on my channel, and Revel's having that for his daughter, because like I said, I need to send that off this month so I can get used to sending to America, because I do want to sell my stuff to America. Anyone that's into travelers notebooks and stuff, I'm going to be making a lot of, you know, I might put some of my hand-drawn ladies' faces in there, you know, putting these books together, little things in. They'll all be pretty, you know, making all these up so you have, because what I love about journals, because I will be doing a lot of journaling stuff soon, and art therapy like I like, is, yeah, I love creating, we are creators, is a book is so traditional, old-fashioned, it's not a computer. You can take it's your friend, you can tell it's your secrets, you can draw things in that you're mindful that you have seen about, and you've got your own little personal memories of it. You can put pictures in and remember about making them memories. Some people might say materialistic, it's not. You can put your thoughts in there. It's keeping all that things down in your secret little friendly little book, your personal like little best friend that you can tell secrets to, or whatever. We're going to soar soon. We are. Is that the Phoenix? How long have you been creating art for, Dolly? I've always been creating art since I was little. I've always loved art, but I never went into it job wise. I want to put some stuff together where I'm going to be making handmade journals, handmade notebooks, handmade ephemera, handmade, maybe, what's it all called, the Happy Mail stuff, because I see it as a tradition of postcards and stuff. Isn't it nice to go back to that handwritten letter, getting something through the mail? Don't we all love receiving when you get something off eBay through the mail? It's like your little present. That sort of thing, and they're all handmade, hand stitched, handmade with love, that sort of thing. But with my artwork in it, I think would be quite nice. I did say this a couple of years ago and I didn't get around to doing it, but I do want to do something like that and do art journals and stuff that people can purchase if you want to, and put your things in it. And I might do little kits so you can stick things in and all that sort of stuff. That's what I'm trying to get together now, so I'm going to have time to do that. I need to make some stock up, and then hopefully I want to get a website and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, same here, soon as I could. I've always loved creating. As a kid, loved it. Always been like that, always making things. And I've just realised that, I haven't just realised, that is the thing that I am. We're all creators, but that is the thing that I love, so that is what I must do. Someone else's might be music, singing, dancing, woodwork. It doesn't have to be art. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Knitting, whatever it is that they enjoy doing. That's what you must do. What you enjoy to do. Switch the telly off. You know what I mean? So, or it could just be, I don't know, anything. So, yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm going to get a drink, and then I watch a little bit at the end of what I was watching, and then I'm off to bed because I want to get up early in the morning to do a bit of sun gazing. I think that's what we should all be doing, because I think that's the most important in the morning, like that the person was saying whose channel I was shouting out before. 20 minutes of sun gazing, activating the codes and stuff. So I shall see you soon, and as I like to say, just keep trucking. Where we go, one we go all, and I shall see you very soon. Bye. I can't get off. And hi to anyone who's new, and hope to see you again. Bye.